Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me over there? Over there? Over there? Okay, good morning everybody. First of all, I would like to thank the organization. They give us the opportunity to share with you our talent. The previous good speakers have done a very good presentation with lots of renders, lots of 3Ds, lots of images, and I would like to change the focus on my turn. Actually, we are a design studio, but I'm not going to talk about design. You know a lot of design already, so I think my best choice here is to give another perspective of how we can help you grow in the industry. First of all, I have to say that over there in the board says Jaime Moreno, which is our founder. He could not attend this meeting today with you all because he is receiving the National Design Award from our King Felipe VI in Spain, that exactly is getting now in Malaga in the south of Spain. So I'm taking his place. Okay, what is Mormedi about? We are an international design strategy and product innovation consultancy, and actually our team is a group of designers, a group of strategists, a group of engineers, business consultants and researchers. We play on a global base. We believe we can help to innovate the industry through customer experience. And we understand that innovation has a very strategic approach. Actually, it has to do with service design, it has to do a lot of industrial and product design, and for sure it has to do a lot of digital experience. This is because we all know Internet of Things is with us, and the connection in between real world and digital world is a reality. And in that scenario, in that strategic approach, is where we believe Mormedi can help you. How we do that? Actually, we have a lot of clients that has plenty of information about their world. They have a lot of quantitative information about what is their business thinking and what is all in related with their clients. But we are always bringing a creative approach, and we are bringing a lot of design thinking in order to help them grow. Also, we understand this is an industry, and we are all companies that we need to earn lots of money, and we believe the return on investment has to be in place. And as I've mentioned, apart from this major award that Jaime is receiving at this moment, when we do good things, we are awarded on a global basis. German awards, US awards, Korean awards. So these are the ones when we do good things. I do not have a slide where it says when we don't do the good things. But please forgive me, I don't want to share with you when we do bad things. How do we understand your world is all about? Well, actually, roaming has become a need, and we know is a reality. The increase of complexity and competition drives and forces industries to take risks. If you no longer go out of the area of tranquility in your industry, you are in a big hurry, in a big trouble. We know that competition goes beyond categories. We have the neighbors over there, the aircraft industry, that is suffering plenty of stress situations because of the low cost scenario. So why don't we bring in some insights from them? The value is no longer from the journey, but from the complete experience, which means we need to address what this person needs and what she's looking for. Everybody's in a hurry. We need to take most of our time. Everybody is going mad because of the time. We need to understand that the consumer is already very powerful. Technology allows persons to get plenty of information at the right time, at the right moment, which means we need to be there. And it's very important to create emotional connection to make the business success. And that is very important. So, how is the industry reacting to this pressure? Well, as we all know, and we are very aware of, the fast speed segment is very, very aggressive on that one. There's a lot of fierce innovation in that area. We know that multi-transportation cars are getting in place, how you can hop on and hop off easily from one service to another. As the previous colleague said, the Italian guy said, Wi-Fi is getting on board, and it's important to understand that Wi-Fi needs to be there if you want to have working sessions on board, if you want to play around and have some good time. So technology is on board, but never forget that traditional luxury ambience could have a niche and could have an opportunity. Nowadays, everybody knows, or everybody has here, what is the millennials. What about the generation X, Z, Y, or whatever generation? So we all have a device that is coming with us on a daily basis. So applications are going to be in place. And that means not just the solution of what the application provides, but as well what that is an ecosystem. And we need to understand the solution from a technical perspective as well. Also, why don't we learn from the hotel industry? Why don't we bring in some hotel experiences on board? Or what about if we could have a playground where all our children could have fun and we could customize the indoor, the inside from a Disneyland perspective? That would be cool for children. So we need to take innovation to the next level. And we have to rethink the train paradigm. Actually, we have to adapt the innovation solutions from other leading sectors. We in Mormedi believe on pollination from other sectors. Cross-industry innovation could bring us plenty of good ideas that could be easily taken in place. So let's take a look to our friends in the aircraft industry. What about the direct access to the luggage area? What about making a wow experience at a glance whenever you get on board, and that precise moment is the first moment, the first impression, the welcoming point, and that could be a cool area. Also, what about the common areas where we can bring in flexible opportunities that can enhance added value and that the experience can be incremented? So the functional cafe area could be another opportunity to have a better ideas. What about natural lighting? Or if we could have a new creating an ambience if we want to go into a relaxed session. So these are good ideas to bring in place. Customers are evolving for sure. Every day customers are getting more diverse, people are more different, they need to have another perspective from work time to daily life, and the people would like to receive a personalized product or service according of what they are, what they believe. Because we need to get into their brain. For that reason, analysis is very important. And in this case, we want to understand not just the gender or the income or the target group they belong to according if they are workers or they are unemployed. The important thing is to bring what is the qualitative numbers behind that. Actually, what are their needs, what are the preferences, the aspirations. Because buying behavior influence in a highly way on how people are as persons, and that is really key. We need to understand what a cosmopolitan segment is in compared to a traditional people are, or what are the connected ones. Because maybe the busy guy in the first group needs to have efficient solutions in order to address what he's looking for. If you're talking about the second group, it's very important to see how they are clear value propositions. And maybe for the third group, they need to address more based on an ethical relationship. So if we build this customer framework, will allow us to put all those segments in the same scenario and help us understand what are their drivers. For that reason, it's important that we look at the completely experience, not just in the moment that you get on board, for sure that is a critical one, but how we are going to search, how we are going to buy, and how we're going to be prepared for this new rail trip. So actually, the pre-journey is important. For sure, the journey, as I've mentioned before, it's critical if we are going to work, if we are going to play, if we are going to rest, and for sure, the post-journey. If we have the big data in place, these 41% can give us how big or small this segment is and how we are going to address it, and maybe how we can rank this group if it is key, or maybe it has to be in the second or the third line in the making decision process. So it's important to bring on the figures in order to understand the size. For sure, if we put in place all these insights, identifying all the patterns that influence the buying decision process, could allow us to understand this emotional experience. The blue line could represent what is our positioning and how we can bring up to the green line as an objective scenario. So what we have to do in every touch point in order to increase that blue line and reach the green one. And for sure, we have to put all the typologies together in order to identify what are the commonalities versus differentiations and solve what are the major areas of opportunities in order to address the big figures, the big numbers. So, how is our vision for this unforgettable 2020 customer experience? For sure, we need to look at the eyes of the consumer. People behind of our services is someone who thinks, who believes, and therefore we need to address what they are willing to have. This is an integrated experience, so all that is in relation with the industry has to be very well tied. Bring some moments of delight which can enhance your value, and for sure give them seamless travel. Offer relevant service options as far as they are looking for different things. For sure, it's important to be eco-friendly. Environmental conscious is key nowadays. We can design something as a differentiation tool and also be very well personalized. So addressing the various needs is going to be key. So as you can see, differentiation is the pressure. And if we want to go from what is something essential, basic, which is the trust, upgrade it into the emotional connection, and conclude on a delightful stand-on positioning, that means innovation has to be in your ADN. Thank you.